The biggest thing was he came in and he tried to fit in. He didn't try to get people to adjust to him. He wanted to fit in. And that's a big thing, especially coming out of college, and sometimes you be a little lofty, but he means well in some of the real moments. You could tell he was really about winning more than anything else. And that was the biggest thing. So that's what I truly honestly liked about him. I think he had a lot of steps as a leader, you know what I'm saying?
What do you think is his best attribute of the game? I mean, lately he hasn't been shooting as much, but his point guard game looks a lot better.
Yeah,
I mean, do you see that?
Yeah, when he distributes, man, he's unreal. And I think, there's a lot of point guards in this league trying to be scorers, and what it sets him aside is, his ability to make passes and try to get his teammates involved. And that's it, man. I think he's staying positive through the situation, and I think in 2 or 3 years further down the line, he's going to benefit even more from these rough times and keep growing.
He really stepped into a pressurized situation because the franchise traded Drew Holiday to draft him. I mean, for a young guy, that's a real pressurized, coming at the point guard.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely different. I think Brett did a great job of being patient with him, making sure he developed. I think that was a big thing. And at the same time, that first game of his, really gave him confidence, and that was huge for him. And it's, special to see, but at the same time, I think, they got the right guys in the coaching staff to make sure he's comfortable. And, the most important thing, he listened, you know what I'm saying? So he took one thing at a time. I think he kind of has a bigger picture mentality.
Evan, how does this game change without him tonight?
I mean, obviously, he's kind of the head to the snake, so definitely this team is definitely capable and they play really hard. So no matter what, we have to come out and be ready. But that was the average like 15, 7 to 6. So he gets a lot of shots. He gets a lot of people's shots. So it's definitely tough.
Have you seen a difference in them on film these last few games?
I think once again they always play hard. I always thought they definitely play hard. When they get going, it's tough to guard them. But I feel like the effort is never questioned. And the few times we played them and what I've seen on film. So.
Even from afar, his second year, what have you seen from Mike this year? Has he evolved into a better player this year after that great rookie year last year?
I just think, he's consistent. He's still doing the same thing. And once again, just checking his past few stats. I think what's going to make him special that we told him last year is his opportunity, his ability to make players better. Anybody can go out nowadays and get 30 or 40 and you call a guy a point guard. There's very few point guards out there, and I think when he's able to go get 12 assists or go get 8 rebounds and stuff, he's playing a complete game. And once you get the right guys around him, even better guys around him, or those guys develop, he's going to be even more special.
Yeah, how would you, sum up or describe your career in Philly?
I mean, I have fun. I think, 2 playoff trips were definitely cool. I enjoy myself. I met a lot of great people. I was able, to be a coach and, have a lot of great friends from there. And I enjoyed myself, to tell you the truth. And, I made it, I think the biggest thing with the Philadelphia 76ers organization, I enjoyed that. That was the biggest thing. And all the other stuff that, people like to dwell on or like the media stuff, I never really take that into account as opposed to what I was fortunate enough to do in every city. I have a former teammate, I'm able to hang out with them, talk about good times, and I have friends. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate the great people I met.
What about the way it ended, just being traded?
Oh no, I think they did me justice with the trade. I was able to go to a contender. Once again, I was able to go to a contender. Hinkie trying to be classy about it. Brett Brown, everybody, I think, try to be classy about it and business-wise, and they did me justice with the trade and everything like that. So I don't have anything really negative to say about the organization or anything like that whatsoever.
Is there any extra motivations playing against them?
No, never. I'm not that type. I don't worry about that stuff. I think the biggest thing is the opportunity to, another opportunity to get a win before the All-Star break and try to put ourselves closer in playoff position. And, keep growing as a team. This is definitely important for us since we did a few trades a couple weeks ago to really keep growing.
How tough is it for a guy like Michael or Nerlens when you're a young player, you're in that situation, obviously a lot of room for growth, but also not a lot of success?
Yeah, of course, but at the same time, man, they're getting a rhythm. That's the biggest thing. They're getting a rhythm. And, I think if things work out the right way and stuff, by the time they hit their 3rd or 4th year, they already got their bumps in the road out the way, and they're ready to rock out. Like I use, John Wall as an example. His first 2 years, they didn't win much, and now he's, top 3 PG, and got a top 3 team in the East. So hopefully that works out and they make the best of it. And it's all about getting your feet wet and getting comfortable.
Did you see either of those guys? Did you see any hesitancy?
Nah, I don't think so. Just in the little few times I've been around them, I think MCW is always focused on winning and preparing and stuff like that. And he's really poised. I think Nerlens was always a confident individual, so I never really seen anything too scary about him or anything.